90% of you still think OpenAI is dominating the artificial intelligence landscape while completely missing a massive tectonic shift. You are betting your future on the wrong tech ecosystem because you are tracking hype instead of infrastructure. In 8 minutes, I will reveal the exact turning point that changed everything. Silicon Valley spent 2 years declaring Google dead after the chaotic launch of its early chatbots. Wall Street panicked, billions in market value vanished overnight, and nimble startups seemed to render search obsolete. But everyone missed the fundamental rule of computing. The winner of an infrastructure race is never the fastest sprinter, it is the entity that owns the power grid. While competitors burned billions renting server space, one titan silently laid millions of miles of fiber optic cables and custom chips. That long-term bet is suddenly paying off in ways no one anticipated, and the tables have turned. But understanding how they pulled this off requires looking at a hidden numbers game. The secret weapon isn't a smarter algorithm, it is a piece of hardware called the Tensor Processing Unit. Google started designing its own AI chips a decade ago, giving them a structural cost advantage that is now crushing the competition. While rival labs scramble to pay premium prices for scarce third-party graphics cards, Google manufactures its own compute power at a fraction of the cost. This means they can run massive reasoning models across billions of active accounts without burning through their cache reserves. Running AI at scale is an economic war of attrition, and owning the digital oil refinery makes you untouchable. This cost advantage has already translated into a massive distribution milestone that rivals cannot match. Look at the numbers on your smartphone right now to see the true scale of this victory. The New York Times recently highlighted how Gemini is now natively integrated into over 2 billion active Android devices worldwide. No other AI company has an instant, undeletable pipeline to a quarter of the human population. When Apple needed a heavy-hitting partner to stabilize its own cloud-based intelligence features, they didn't just rely on startups, they turned to Google infrastructure. This distribution footprint turns casual phone users into AI consumers without requiring a single app download. But the real disruption is happening inside the workspace tools you use every single day. You need to stop treating AI as a separate browser tab and start embedding it where your actual work happens. The real monetization vector is happening inside productivity suites where automated intelligence writes your documents, organizes spreadsheets, and drafts emails natively. Millions of paying corporate subscribers are getting advanced AI features injected directly into their existing software workflows without paying for external subscriptions. This kills the software-as-a-service market for smaller AI wrappers that charge $20 a month for simple text generation. By bundling advanced intelligence into standard office tools, the enterprise market has been completely locked down. However, the ultimate prize isn't just text, it is the monopoly over video data. The ultimate training ground for the next generation of multimodal AI is a platform you are watching right now. YouTube represents the largest, cleanest repository of human knowledge, human behavior, and visual data on Earth, spanning billions of hours of video. Google possesses exclusive, legally protected access to this dataset for training its next-generation multimodal neural networks. Rivals are facing massive copyright lawsuits and running out of public internet text to scrape, forcing them to negotiate expensive licensing deals. Having a sovereign, infinite supply of high-definition video data means their models understand physical spatial relationships better than anyone else. This data monopoly creates an incoming wave of technology that changes everything. The next phase of this battle moves away from simple chatbots and enters the realm of autonomous AI agents. These systems will autonomously control your desktop, book your flights, manage your calendar, and execute complex workflows across the web without human intervention. Because one company owns Chrome, Gmail, Maps, and Search, their agents don't need to ask for permission to access your digital life. They are building a frictionless digital butler that knows your preferences before you even voice them aloud. The hype cycle is officially over, the infrastructure war is won, and the sleeping giant has finally woken up. Subscribe and hit the bell to